the Chetty Petty Papa Talk Show.
We will talk about the things that mean so much to you, like going to a restaurant or hanging at the zoo. Clothes and sports and funny news, crafts and travel too. Nothing ever scripted, so expect the unexpected.
Hello,
Buenos dias.
hello.
Aloha.
It's the Chetty Petty Papa Talk Show. It's the Chetty Petty Papa Talk Show. It's the Chetty Petty Papa Talk Show.
Hi, welcome to our show. It's Monday, March 6, 2017, and our special guest today is Jeff Levine from Atwater Brewery.
Yay.
Hi, Jeff.
We have a studio audience today too.
We do.
Which is super fun.
So, thank you for coming, and congratulations for being a brewer. Wow, that's pretty exciting.
Patty likes beer a lot.
I do like beer.
You should. There's lots to like.
Well, tell us a little bit about Atwater.
Atwater's been brewing in Detroit since 1997, so we're coming up on 20 years.
Wow, that was
20
20
years
years
running.
ago?
It's been 20 years now. Our two biggest brands are Dirty Blonde and Vanilla Java Porter, and we've got some of that today, along with a few other things. And I've been at Atwater for over 6 years now, and have pretty much done everything there is to do there, and been around the block a few times.
So stir the mash.
Stir the mash.
I know those little phrases.
Scratch out the grain.
Did you start your way
Add
up,
the
or were you
hops.
always a brewer?
I started at Atwater. I worked in the cellar when I started at Atwater. And cellaring is really where beer is actually made. Brewing is kind of like making soup and putting it all together. And then when it goes into the cellar is when it goes into the fermentation tank. That's in the cellar. And cellaring is monitoring fermentation, which is when beer actually happens.
How do you monitor fermentation? Do you taste it and go, ooh, that's plenty?
Well, we do. Well, we taste it, but we also have equipment that reads the gravity of the beer or the residual sugars that are remaining in the beer that will turn into alcohol or will not any longer because the yeast has done its job and consumed everything there is. And there's just
I hear that yeast is everywhere.
Yeast is everywhere.
Were you born out yeast?
Well, that's what. Okay, so tell us more about the evolution of Atwater because, excuse me, I don't know what that was.
We haven't started yet.
Because it's in a great location, but 20 years ago maybe people wouldn't go there.
Actually, 20 years ago, there was a little bit more around there than there is now. I mean,
I think so.
20 years ago, it was actually a little bit more populated. One street up, Franklin Street, there was a brewery on Franklin Street in the 90s, I believe, late 80s.
And Soup Kitchen Saloon was down there?
Yeah, there's a bunch
That
of
was
stuff
more
that
than
was down
20
there.
years
I
ago,
didn't
though.
really.
How old am I?
I don't know.
I used to go there and get soup.
I know I have memories of hanging out in that area, but I can't remember the names of the locations or the people involved.
Well, that area is
That's for the best.
coming back in a big way right now.
And yeah, it's cycling back again. There's a lot more things coming down. There's a lot more. There's a big push on residential in that area, in that riverfront district now.
I heard there's going to be a beach there.
Really?
Yeah.
Sandy Beach, I
A
heard that.
sandy beach. They're bringing in sand.
Wow.
It won't be like you can walk into the water, but they do it in
How
Toronto.
about walking
they have
on the water?
Yes, after you go to Atwater, you
After
can
you
walk
come
on
down
water.
you're walking on water.
So tell us about the clientele. I mean, are they local people or people brewery,
we get
hopping?
a pretty diverse crowd. I mean, you get locals, you get locals from right around the area. We get locals from all over Metro Detroit. We get anybody who comes down for Red Wings, Tigers, soon to be Pistons, since they'll move in downtown next year.
Do you have a bus?
We don't have a bus, but we share a bus. There's a business around the corner from us that people come down and
Good to know.
park and jump on the bus. Andrew's on the corner. They've been there for God knows forever, and
When I
they
first
do a
started,
great job.
when I first started going there, it was just you had picnic tables in the brewery and you just ate pretzels, and it was.
Yeah. We used to have the Atwater itself has gone through a couple incarnations where it started out with the restaurant and then changed hands a few times in ownership. And the restaurant operated through about 2008 or 9, I want to say. I wasn't there at the time. And then they decided to strictly just run the brewery, and the restaurant space was leased out to someone else. And then about 2 years ago, we purchased the building instead of just leasing it.
Good call.
And when we purchased the building and the lease ran out, we were able to reclaim that space. And in that interim phase, we had a bar set up in the warehouse on the brewery floor in the middle of everything. And there was a bar there, and we would just have makeshift tables and chairs. And
it smells in there.
It does. It gets
Like yeast?
If you're not used to that,
No, that's
sorry, I
not.
just.
Oh, okay.
If you're not used to that smell, it's very.
it can
different.
it can be pungent,
Yes.
but it can
pungent.
also get really hot in there.
Yes.
Especially in the summertime, and it can also get really cold in there in the wintertime.
So speaking of
it
cold,
was really makeshift and kind of
What'd you bring with you today?
Speaking
let's
of
get
cold,
started.
Let's reach into the magic
Yeah,
bag and not
what's
really
in your-
look.
I had
cooler.
teriyaki for dinner,
Well,
so I'm
we'll
thirsty.
start. Number one, we've got Dirty Blonde.
Cha-ching.
And we'll just pull them all out right now.
Okay.
Take a
No,
look
let's
at
just try
one.
one.
At a time.
Yeah,
let's
let's try
Do
them.
mystery beer.
Let's
kind
pop
of thing.
open the dirty beer. Well,
Pop
you're
it.
the expert, so
Oh, the Dirty Blonde is our
Describe it in
Flagship.
5 words. Flagship.
flagship. Orange peel. I guess that's 2 words.
No, we could count
We
that
count
as
that
one.
as one. Coriander. So there's 3.
Coriander.
Wheat. So there's 4.
It's a wheat beer.
Refreshing. There's 5.
It's a wheat beer.
It is a wheat beer.
our
like wheat beer.
40% wheat malt. And
tell us about where your ingredients come from.
our ingredients come from everywhere.
Is there hops in there?
There are hops in there. Not a lot, but there are some.
I don't know. Okay, so this is your number one selling
This is
beer.
our number 1 seller.
So if we don't like it,
So if you don't like it, don't say it.
yeah,
Cheers. I like.
Skol.
I know that I
it
like.
smells
this.
good.
So, yeah, so you smell a little orange peel, you get the little coriander
Yeah.
spice.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love this. This is so good.
You could drink a lot of this,
I could drink a lot of this.
We can.
This is my favorite beer.
and we will.
We can.
We
This
will.
is like so good.
But
How
yeah,
about-
so they've been making this beer for I think is almost as long as they've been open, and used to just be a spring seasonal, and then at a time long ago and far away that I don't quite remember offhand, we started just making it year round.
That's
What
really
about
good.
competitions?
Competitions? What about them?
Is this one inning? It should. I really like it.
I
Look,
think we have in the
coloring.
past, but that's not a question I was prepared for.
Oh, I'm sorry.
is that
quite
a
right.
is that a thing with beer? Like you look
Is
at the
what I think.
coloring.
Well, yeah, people like to look at the color.
Like,
People like to smell
Sniff
it. and
it.
Some
Think
people
they know
like
what
to,
they're
That's
doing.
what I
some
do.
people like
Paula,
to
sniff
swirl
it.
it. And
I'm a little worried because I have a mic
you
next to
can-
my stomach, and I'm worried I'm gonna belch or something.
I'm sure we'd
It's
all,
very
I'm sure we'd
bubbly.
all enjoy that.
Well, this is really good.
You can really taste the coriander.
Yes, you can.
And the orange
And
peel.
the orange peel.
So
The
do you
orange
just
peel, you
like-
get in the aroma.
Do you just dump a bunch of coriander seeds in there?
No, we get it ground.
Oh.
We have ground coriander, which we source locally. From,
Penzies? No.
from Asmus Spice in Sterling Heights.
Well, I really like this. So we have to
Very
finish
good. We have
this.
to finish
We're-
it. An open
Wait,
bottle
no,
is an
tall
empty bottle.
bottle?
right?
Try another one though.
Well, an open bottle is an empty bottle, right?
This is going to be an
boy.
hour show if we have to.
Oh, you know,
Finish every bottle.
We can probably drink faster than that, I bet.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
we
maybe some
could.
of our studio audience would like to try some.
Hey, so let's see. Someone who would like to
Pass it
try one?
around.
Step forward.
Anybody
and-
want to step forward and grab
We
one?
don't have another.
shy.
Yeah, we don't
Don't
have
be
another.
shy.
All right,
Actually,
come on.
there is another
Come on,
glass.
cameraman.
Here comes our cameraman, Scott.
You can just finish it there, Scott.
Oh yeah, go.
Yeah,
go,
we don't want to
go.
drink it now. Yeah, bottoms up.
Dang.
Let's leave this out
Okay.
because
We
we're
can do
gonna do an
Have a
array.
display. So yeah,
You can taste the
you
coriander.
do. You get that spicy finish, which is really nice. But yeah, there's a few hops in there. We kind of just open a bag of hops next to the beer. And
Where's hops from? Did someone
hops
just
is a flower. They come from.
how?
They
did
were
hops-
originated growing Central Europe, and they've been transplanted and moved all over the world now. I think hops are grown probably on all 6 out of 7 continents. I would guess.
But who said, "Hey, here's a weed. Let's put it in beer"?
Brewers centuries ago discovered it. It's not a
Sniffing
weed,
around?
it's a flower.
What else do you do with hops?
You can
Smoke it.
You can make like potpourri out of it. You
oh.
could.
Potpourri.
I don't really know what else you do with
I
it. I've
mean,
never done anything
bread.
else with it.
No, I don't know.
You wouldn't want to use
Well,
it.
let's
in
try.
bread.
Let's try a hoppy beer.
We can
I'm
try a hoppy beer.
generally not a hoppy person. That was funny. I'm a very hoppy person. Happy.
You're optimistic,
That's
yes.
fun.
not hoppy. All right, don't wait for
Optimistic.
me. Yeah.
Oh, by the time you turn around, that'll
He
be
said
gone.
you're going to be optimistic.
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 That would be a great name for a beer.
We'll go from medium grade top to higher.
Is there an
We'll
order?
go a middle. We'll go a middle, and then this is practically very little hops.
That's probably why I
Dirty
like that.
blonde. Then
Should
we
you-
have
What's this
our
called?
Detroit Pale Ale.
That's my husband's favorite.
That's Rob's favorite.
Should we
Yeah,
go in
Rob
an
loves it.
order? Should we go in an
We'll,
order?
we'll go kind of in an order. Yeah, we have got a few things that we'll save till the end.
'Cause with
they're
wine, you go
really
in an
strong
order.
flavor.
Right. You know
So we'll
what?
save the
I'll
stronger
admit,
flavors
I
till
was
the
at a
end.
brewery the other day and I was drinking one beer, and then I switched to another beer that I like.
Really?
That-
Tell us
with
what happened
that
after that.
transition, I didn't like it because it didn't
Because
go with the beer that
something
I was
was-
just drinking.
Yeah, you still had
Yeah.
something still on your tongue.
Yeah.
Should we have brought palate cleansers? Like a little cookie or pretzel or shoot?
Probably
it's too
wouldn't
late.
have hurt, but I didn't think of that. But we'll be fine.
All right, just
Who
Well,
needs-
I've got the right order.
Who
and you'll
needs
get
food?
You'll get the
there's
gist.
there's yeast in
Ooh,
here.
this
It's like
one
We'll save that for
smells,
Scott too, right?
This one smells mango-y.
Doug's
Oh,
taking
Doug's
the
got
next
the
one.
next one.
This one smells fruity.
A little bit.
What's fruit? What fruit's in here?
Well, there isn't any. The types of hops that we use deliver a variety of flavors. We use a Chinook.
I like this one.
We use a Chinook hop from Oregon,
oh, so there's several
which
kinds of
is
hops.
there are dozens upon dozens upon dozens, billions and billions of hops.
That just.
Thank you,
So do
Carson.
they breed different ones
They
to
do
make
breed
new?
different
oh, boy.
ones, and they breed
gets
different
heavy.
ones together, and it's a whole
Hoppy.
kind of
crossbreed?
thing. Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Sexy
So
hops.
the one hop, the bittering hop we use in here is called Chinook, and that imparts kind of a piney and spicy characteristic.
Pine.
And
Well,
then,
how come you're so skinny and you drink beer all the time? How do you do that?
How come that doesn't happen with us? Like I go out and drink
there's
beer
a,
and
there's
I'm
a lot of things I could
loaded.
say, but I would get in trouble with various people
His
if
wife
I did.
is here.
So,
His manager.
because
Doug, would you like to try
I
some?
can be self-deprecating, but
This is Rob, your cousin's
sometimes
favorite
liquid
beer.
diet. So if you
you'd like
just
to.
drink and
Right.
don't eat, then you
Abandoned
get all your
post.
calories. And
Do you think?
I exercise a lot.
Right. Eat salad and drink beer. That's my motto.
Beet salad and beer?
Eat
Eat
salad
salad. Oh, beet
and
salad
drink
and
beer.
beer. We try to stay on our feet.
Is that what you do?
No, just come on.
So there's
You gotta finish it.
Oh my God.
so there's Chinook hops.
He doesn't want to be on camera.
And, next, does that mean we have to throw the next one out?
No.
Yeah.
I got cans. We can throw those. They don't break as easily.
Roll them.
And then there's the other hop, which is one of those hybrids you're talking about, which is a relatively new one, is called Falconer's Flight, and that is one that you get a lot of floral and citrus notes out of.
So if
that's why you're smelling those, get those floral characteristics from them.
If hops is a flower, do you use the flower part of it or just the green leaf?
Well, there's two different ways
Or
you
is it
can
the
use.
pollen?
Good question.
It is a good question. It is kinda, but not really. There are two ways you can use hops. There's because they grow on vines and they get picked and
Oh,
so on.
they're really cute. They're like little
They're
pine cones.
Yeah, I should have brought stuff with me, but I didn't
yeah.
bring any
Okay, I've
visual
seen 'em.
aids. 'cause
That would have been fun.
It would have been fun.
It's fine.
Darn it. Let's go.
Everybody's seen hops.
Stop the
before.
tape.
So, yeah, run out and go buy some. So you can use the whole flower, and without doing anything to it. You don't pick the leaves or anything else. You just pull the flower pod off, and you can use the whole flower hops, whole leaf hops, is what they call it when you use the whole thing. And it takes a lot because obviously they don't weigh a whole lot, and there's only a little bit of essential oil. It's the essential oils and is some of the things you want out of there as well. Or the other way they do it is they pelletize them. Most people use pellets. They look like little rabbit food or rabbit turds or
Like
whatever
a little
they do.
turd.
Yeah, they look like little turds.
Oh.
turd. Let's just
Turd blossom.
How many turds are in this?
turd
This is
beer.
awesome.
They make pellets. They're about the size of a little bit larger than a Tylenol capsule.
Like a bunny turd.
But yeah, so they're not very big. And then, but what they do is they compress all of the essential oils and alpha acids and things that all the stuff you really want without all the extra that you get by throwing the whole flour in. So it's compressed and consolidated and it's concentrated, so you're not using as much. And when you throw them in, what they do is they don't dissolve. It kind of acts like a sponge where it absorbs and they break down. So it gets, you can throw them in, but at the end when you get all your wort off and what's left behind is just
Wort?
your wort. That's pre-beer.
Pre-beer.
Pre-beer is called wort.
Did you bring any of that?
No, you don't want that. It's sugar water.
Oh. Okay.
It's nice to drink in your tea once in a while, just to, if you like your sweetened tea or something.
Do you have a favorite beer to make, or is it just routine and no fun?
It's like that too, but
job sucks.
we enjoy making the ones that we don't make very often.
You get excited.
Because there's
when
ones
a
you
new
only
ingredient comes in,
Yeah,
you're
when
like,
you only
yeah.
make them like once or twice a year, and it's like, okay, we're gonna make it. Yeah. We get all
stuff.
excited. All the seasonals or a one-off that we just decided, okay, we're gonna make this now. And then those are the ones that everybody always wants to take home when there's extra. So
I like the winter white stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
Let's try another beer.
that's okay.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know. I thought it was a thing. I
They,
don't
they
know.
do. They're going to make one.
Everyone has a
Winter
winter
White is
beer.
Bell's,
Everybody makes
I
a winter
think.
beer, right?
I
Do you
can-
go
I
to
can
other
talk about
breweries?
other breweries. Yeah, we go to other breweries. I don't.
Are you spying
I don't-
on them, or
Friendly with each other,
is
right?
it for your own
it's very-
pleasure?
there's really no need to spy. It's all it's all pleasure. And to be honest, really, if anybody wanted to, there are trade secrets, but there aren't too many people that won't answer a question you ask.
Right. Yes.
'Cause
Brewers, for
we
the
all
most
have-
part,
yeah,
love to talk about their beer.
Oh yeah.
That's why
everybody
it's
loves
so
to-
funny when I go to like someplace like O'Toole's and I'll say, "Yeah, do you have something red?" And then they stop and say, "I don't know what you're talking about." And I'm like, "I can't believe that I'm a beer snob." Like,
You
not
like
snobby at all.
dark beer, red and dark.
I do. I like flat, heavy, strong beers.
Oh, well, we have heavy, strong beer.
Ooh.
We'll drink that.
Do you have a
We
red
could drink
beer?
that next. I didn't bring. a
Well,
red
you know,
beer,
whatever
no.
you
Do you
recommend.
have a
We do have a
Dark.
red that we make occasionally. Yeah,
red beer? I like red beer.
beer's all right.
What makes red beer red?
Red
hops?
Food coloring.
Really?
No.
Oh.
You could. That's
not
how
always-
That's how they
it's
get
not
green beer.
literally red,
That's how they'll have
usually.
green beer in 2
not
weeks.
ish.
It's not.
Okay.
It's more. Red is kind of like amber. They call it
Caramel.
red.
Caramel.
Hey, tell us what Atwater's doing for St. Patrick's Day.
Serving a lot of beer.
Crowd control.
I hope not. It is a Friday, so we'll probably be pretty busy actually.
Oh yeah.
It depends. I would love to say we're planning this big huge party.
But it'll just happen on
and
its
it's
own.
invitation only.
Everyone drinks it. We start at 11.
I can tell you what we
You won't
won't
be with
have is we won't have green beer.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that should.
We
Thank
won't
you.
have green beer. That
Yeah.
I can guarantee.
There's no need for green beer.
No
now.
green beer.
Well, the audience seems to be glad about that. Well, let's try another beer
You can buy beer with your green, but no green beer.
because time goes really fast on this show.
I
for
wish
some
that they
reason.
put
Here,
calories on beer.
some people, there are some that do, and I think they've talked about. We're gonna go heavy and strong for Patty.
Oh,
All right.
She likes
That's what we
heavy and
picked out
strong,
next.
like her men.
Woo!
I didn't mean that heavy part. Gosh. You're so skinny, Scott.
You're such a feather.
Oh, we need to put we missed a bottle, so we'll have to replace it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We'll leave it closed.
All right.
But yeah, we brought and this is for Patty. She likes dark, heavy, and strong.
I do.
So we have our Voodoo Vader Doppelbock,
Ooh.
which is a German-style Doppelbock.
Oh, yeah,
which is
yeah, yeah.
like 9% alcohol, so nice and strong.
Woo!
And it's pretty black, so it's kind of dark.
All right.
And
Call an Uber after the show.
Yeah. So
Let's see how black it is. That's pretty dark.
It's pretty dark.
It's brown.
It's a little less black.
I call this breakfast beer.
But you can see. But actually, what's nice about the color is it's kind of brown, but it almost has a reddish core to it. It's really kind of cool.
I like
the
chocolate
light.
beer.
Chocolate beers are good. I didn't bring a chocolate beer though.
And you have also the.
We do have a chocolate beer.
Yeah, I've had it.
Yeah,
It's
decadent
really
chocolate beer.
good. And your Traverse City cherry, is that a seasonal?
Cherry wheat is
Cherry
seasonal
wheat.
and it's out.
Traverse City. You're never doing
No,
it again?
it's
out.
out.
No,
Like
but
available.
Oh,
It's
you
out
can
on the
buy it
market.
where?
Oh,
Out.
okay.
It's out. It's
In
So
stores.
where can we
we're
buy?
out of it at the brewery because we shipped it all out.
Where
Wow.
can we buy?
We're Meyer, Kroger,
Are you going to make some more?
Hollywood, liquor stores,
Okay.
beer stores.
Everywhere.
We're everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere in Michigan.
Everywhere.
And then
That's really
24
good.
States.
Do you like it, Paula? Taste it.
I'm
So
scared.
yeah.
What's it called?
This is our Voodoo Vader Doppelbock.
Doppelbock. Oh, this is heavy.
Doppelbock.
So again, we went backwards. We went from little hops and a little bit of malt character and some spice to kind of medium hops and a little bit of color to a lot of color back to not a lot of hops.
I
But
like
you have
it.
to up your hop content a little bit because you got to balance all of the residual sugars and the sweetness and the character, the malt that's left behind.
I feel like this
So
is
with
not
these
a.
stronger alcohol beers, you gotta have to up your hops just a little bit.
It's not
for
a
balance.
chug all day kind of beer.
It's not a chug. It's maybe a chug all night kind of
Not
beer, but
maybe
not,
not
an all day.
on the boat. Not in your bathing. Not on the boat. Like not in bathing suit.
Like
On the
this is a
island. It'd be
dirty.
good for on the island for a
Yes, the
for an
island.
after
When
dinner
you're not
drink on the
driving.
island.
Right.
Have there ever been any
A nightcap.
disasters where you put too much hops in and
There are always brewing disasters.
what do
Not
you?
always, but
You go.
they happen. But they happen to everyone. Yeah, sometimes things
It
just-
happens.
It happens. Shit happens.
Shit happens.
Come on, that was a good one.
That was a
We
good
have a lot of hop jokes. Everything rhymes with that.
That was a good one. But yes, there are I hate to say accidents abound, but they don't. I mean, we have
how many
we have many,
gallons?
many accident-free days.
Yeah, but okay. So how many gallons are
How
in
many-
that?
How many gallons? How many gallons of
Are in
what?
one of the a vat
Well,
or
we
whatever?
make the
lot.
what we make is we make 40 barrels at a time, and a barrel is 31 gallons.
So if you mess
So
up
if
31
you
gallons,
So if you mess up 40 barrels, you're losing 1,200 gallons.
wow.
How many kegs are in there?
40 barrels is 80 of the big half-barrel kegs.
So 80 kegs are in one of your vats.
Some of them. Some of them there's a lot more.
Oh.
We have some tanks that are as much as 150 barrels.
Do you use tap
So that's
water
1,500.
in beer? I mean, just like run a hose and.
We use our Detroit City water. Yeah.
Oh.
We don't run a hose, but we have all of that hard. We have all those things hard piped. We're professionals.
Were you good at math in high school?
I was good at math in high school.
Oh, and it
Was I good at science? I was good at science, but I didn't take a lot of science.
Because this
It
is
was hard.
cooking. You're
Science was
cooking
hard.
beer.
You are cooking. You're
recipe.
making soup. You've got your main ingredients that are your broth and your chicken, if we equate it to like chicken soup. And then you've got your little additives, your herbs and spices and
Your
your
hops.
vegetables, and those go for some
coriander.
of your colored malts and your spices and other things you throw in that add flavor and complexities to your beer. So it's like making soup or
Interesting.
making chili or something like you're making a concoction of blended flavors and you're to just the right taste and that you want
And then
presto.
when you find one you like, you
when you find
write
one
it
you
down.
like, you write it down first
Okay.
because when you get to that point, you might not remember what you put in, so you don't want to write
I
it down
think the most
afterwards.
exciting part would be naming the beer.
I think so too.
Naming the beer can be fun. Sadly, most of our beers have already been named before I've gotten around to it.
Oh, they say
I'm not-
I need you to make a beer,
Yeah, I've
and
not
this is going to
gotten-
be
yeah.
what it's called.
Do you have a
No,
new
we
beer
usually don't name them until after they come out.
after you've drank a bunch of it and then go, oh, this should
Maybe
be
not,
called.
maybe not a bunch of it, but enough of it to get the idea.
Do you have a new beer that you
have a
brought?
new beer.
That you brought? Because I
do.
think we only have like 5 minutes left.
All right.
So I think the
better
new
drink
beer
Bring
has
on the new beer.
Should have brought
Has
a
a-
dump bucket then.
No, we're
No.
good. Here we go.
Hello. This is the
We'll
Chatty
try-
Patty Paula.
We'll try two more things then.
You don't
We'll
know
s-
us.
we'll
You've never
skip-
seen
we'll
our show.
skip the vanilla Java porter. But we'll go to.
We can have that on the
we can
Euchre
have
show.
that.
That'll
we
be
can have
the
that
after party.
Yeah.
The euchre party for sure.
All right,
So
what's
we have a
this?
new beer, not in
Whoa.
bottles yet. We're gonna actually bottle
I
it.
thought it was. We were both backed off. Like
It's gonna explode.
Hey, there's yeast in there. You never know.
It's carbonation.
Yeah.
So what is this
So
called?
this is our growler.
I like it.
Beautiful.
Born in
um,
Detroit.
It's our better. It's called Better Life Choices. It's our new IPA that we brewed, and we did it only in kegs the first time, and then now we're gonna be bottling it on Friday for release April 1st in stores.
That's exciting news.
So it is
know.
exciting.
Breaking
So we have an
story,
exclusive,
everyone.
Breaking
It's breaking
news.
news.
an exclusive on the show.
Here, I guess you gotta.
So now we're gonna.
Did you make this up? Is this your recipe?
No, this is not mine actually. I would love to say that it was.
This
but
is
it's not.
definitely lighter. It's more
gonna
like
be
the
lighter
first
in
beer
color,
we
but
had.
We have
It's
an
gonna-
IPA, so
gonna
this
be
is going to be
hoppy.
big hoppy beer. And it's probably about 6% alcohol
Hop it.
and
That's
a
a
lot
lot.
of hops.
So
and
it's kind of light for me.
yeah. Well, we're lightweights over here. That's why I stay skinny.
Salad and beer.
Light beer.
Salad and beer.
Light beer makes me have to go to the bathroom a lot. So that's
'Cause
why
you
I
drink
drink
a
the
lot of
heavy
it.
beer.
All right, cheers. This is
So
Better Life
lots
Choices.
of hops to Better Life Choices.
Oh man, that's hoppy.
So really hoppy. It's Centennial hops for the whole process,
Wow.
all the way through.
That's actually
like
and
good.
again, Centennial is you're going to get citrusy, lemony flavors.
Yeah.
And some floral characteristics.
I typically don't like the lemon, but
And then,
it's
I
really
like lemon.
subtle. It's really subtle.
It is.
is
It's,
really
it's not
good.
lemon in your face, lemon
Well,
peel or
it's-
something like that.
lemon always
but it's
makes
citrus.
me think pledge,
Yeah.
like always.
But it is. But it's citrusy. Lemon pledge.
You know, when you
We-
were in middle school and used to spray pledge into your mouth?
I think of lemon.
I'm just
chicken.
kidding.
Oh my
No,
God.
I'm just kidding.
This is really yummy.
So is that when the teacher made you clean the desks?
Detention for sure.
You know, we should have had Jeff on the same time we had Amos on from Tanya's Pizza.
Oh yeah, pizza and beer. We'll have
It's
a
a
pizza
beer.
and
We
beer
can
show.
have a combo show.
I know.
We need to do that again.
We should do
That would be
that.
fun.
I'm
We
gonna
should
have
do
to
that.
get Prilosec or something for that.
You have to make that a double show.
Well, this one's
so
really good.
really hoppy.
And I don't
a little
normally
bit
like
of,
hoppy.
a little bit of crystal or caramel malts to give it just a little bit of color.
It's got good coloring. I can see through it.
You can see through it. We filtered it.
So do you ever give your coworkers a hard time? Like if they brew a batch, you're like, I don't know, mine was better type
Oh,
thing?
we give each other a hard time.
Yeah, does
About-
each
about
batch-
lots more than
It's
just
always
that.
a little bit different.
Could each batch be a little different?
Yes, they
Is it
can
bad?
be. It's not great. You want consistency. And You
Yeah.
strive for consistency, but there are
An off one once in a while?
well, not necessarily off ones, but
There's
but
no
sometimes-
essence of Jeff,
But
is there?
no, not in this one. Not this one.
Stop. No, I mean, when I go to the store and get a dirty blonde, I expect it to taste like that
Yeah,
all
and
the time.
and
If it didn't, I'd be calling you.
99% of the time
It does.
we get that consistency. But sometimes because you're using living ingredients, sometimes a different crop of malt might have slightly different characteristics. Hops from year to year
Can you really
change
tell, though?
Slightly. No,
I
most
wouldn't be
people
able
can't
to-
tell.
I wouldn't be able to
No,
tell.
most people can't.
I'd be like, eh.
But it happens.
Do we have time to try
Oh,
another
have
one?
time
feel
for one
like,
more?
I feel like, okay, we need to get a good shot of all the
Yes.
Labels.
Do we have
because,
time to try one more?
We need to have time for
We're
one
drinking
more.
at
We'll do it
beers
really
from
quick while they
Atwater.
run the last
Yeah,
credits.
let's do it.
This is our other new beer. I mean, it's new for the season. We had it last year.
Wango.
It's our Wango Mango Wheat Ale.
I like a mango
She
beer.
likes the mango.
Which
Does
is-
it really have mango in it?
It has mango puree. So
Yes.
gobs and gobs of mango puree.
And it's mango's pure or
And,
hydrating.
so it's a very similar
rub it on your
beer
feet.
Rub
recipe
it. Take a bath in it.
to the. You could take a bath in it. It'd be kind of gross.
soak
but
your
you could
feet,
You
maybe.
can take a bath in anything.
Spill it
really,
down
if
the
you
back of
want
my
to.
coat. She did the other night.
It is like work. It's like except it's 12-year-old girls instead of 12-year-old boys.
My
What?
I always say
God,
working in a
what?
brewery is like working with a bunch of 12-year-old boys.
Oh,
it's
that-
a lot of
Silliness.
shit jokes and
Silly.
and
Oh, yes.
worms
I can imagine.
and
it's beep jokes and
I don't
can
know.
only
I
imagine.
think that's why I
you
like to
can
hang
only
out in
imagine.
breweries. Lots
Yeah.
of
So
little
it's-
boys.
Yeah, lots of yeah. I've heard that about you.
Oh.
We should get a job there, Patty. Just
We
get
could do
a.
a show there. You can go like.
But then we'd have to
we should
work.
take the show on the road.
We'd have
should.
to work.
That'd be fun, like Lucy and Ethel. Hurry up, pour
Yes.
the beer in the bottle.
Vernon Shirley.
Put the cap on. Yes.
Hey, so you do tours, right?
We do tours.
Well,
should-
I don't
Come on
know.
by.
I don't know.
Let's book it.
We do tours.
We'll have to
we
do a
all
tour.
kinds of things.
Yeah.
And then you
So
walk on the
this-
river walk.
This is
to
gonna
sober
look.
up. This is really
This is gonna
yellow.
look really very similar to the Dirty Blonde because it's
This
almost
isn't
exactly.
lemony?
It's not lemon.
Mango-y.
Okay, because it looks.
Mango.
Oh, right,
Mango.
it looks lemon.
The color just comes from the
Paula's
malt
not
that's
gonna
put
like
in.
it. She's not gonna like it.
Too fruity for Paula.
Mm-hmm.
Paula's not a fruit.
She doesn't like mango beer.
I'm not a big fan of mango beer.
I knew
either,
she
but
wasn't gonna like it.
I don't like it. I'll drink it though. I'm being honest. It's wait.
It's
let
not.
me-
It's not to everybody's palate. But
It's
I had to bring
acidic,
it because it's
kind of. I don't know what
it's
the
very
word
acidic.
Is that what it is?
It is very well. It's the fruit is that way, so it's going to be very acidic.
It's got a weird aftertaste. But you like this kind of.
That's
This
the
is
mango.
right
That's
up your
just-
alley.
that's
Do you like it?
All mango is what that is.
You know, I do, but I'm finicky. Like I change my mind about beers all the time. It's like, what am I in the mood for? I don't like the same beer every day.
That's no fun.
I know. I want to switch it up.
Yeah, change it up.
Yeah.
Different things.
Yeah. I like this. This is fun.
Yeah,
Well, we
that's
love
why- that's why I
Atwater Brewery.
That's why I called you to ask you if you wanted me to bring any other weird things on. We
Well,
like weird
I
stuff.
think we have to do a second show, and
We
gotta
do
get-
because we really are almost out of time. So tell us again where Atwater Brewery's at.
Atwater Brewery is downtown Detroit. We're on Joseph Campo between Jefferson and the Detroit River. And we also have a location in Grosse Pointe Park at Courchevel and Alter.
That's like a beer garden.
Called Atwater in the Park. They have a 100-seat outdoor beer garden, which will be opening soon. And there's a bar out there as well. You don't,
And you
have,
guys
you
have-
don't have to go inside.
There's free parking.
We do have free parking. Just don't park less than 10 feet from the corner or they will give you a ticket.
Really?
Free parking.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But we have a lot. We have a parking lot, so park in the lot.
Yes. Do you have any events coming up? You have like jogging
We have
events where
all
you
the
drink
time.
and
we
run.
We do runs, and there's
So we can check the website. Why
there's a
don't you
hightail to ale coming up in 5th of May.
We should do that and just come in last place.
They come
Who
and do
cares?
everybody come and do a 5K and you get a beer
walk
afterwards.
Walk up and
Walk
go,
it.
oh my gosh,
It's on a Friday.
so sweaty.
It's on Cinco de Mayo. It's a Friday afternoon. It'll
Well,
be a
let's have a
blowout.
toast to Jeff and Atwater
Yes.
Brewery, and that's another episode of
That's a
the
wrap.
Shatty Patty
Palo Walla
Talk Show.
Woo!
Woo!